Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I stated before, Al Capone wants to open a second front, or a third front, or a fourth front against Russia. And in this case, always a new front with other people's blood. I will give you the weapons, you die, basically. And you die for your own freedom. We just support you in your fight for freedom, okay? And we have nothing to do with that. We're just good. We just help because we're good. That's how the story goes. All right, so what happens here? We have Armenia. And Armenia, unfortunately, is too small and now important and has to make a choice. Being destroyed by Russia or not being destroyed by Russia. And how can it avoid being destroyed by Russia? That is accepting Al Capone's offer. An offer that you can't refuse. And Armenia has at least two guys that are on Al Capone's payroll. One is the prime minister, the other one is the ambassador to London. The ones that I identified so far. So what's going on? Let me show you the map so you understand what's going on. Here you have. The map is right here. So this is the Caucasus. This is a piece of land between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. Now I'm going to show you another map. Maybe you recognize this one. All right, so this is obviously Ukraine, Romania, where the fight is going on, Crimea here, and the Caucasus are, I'm going to move it to a different, right there. This is Georgia or Abkhazia. So this right here, when my little arrow is right here. All right, so this is what you see. The southeast of Black Sea is right here. Right here you can see it. So what you see is like the northwest, northeast, and a bit of east. So here is where you see, if you move a little bit to the right of the screen, you find the Caspian Sea. So you're right here. And anyway, so Armenia is right here. And Armenia, now you can see my fantastic face. And here is Armenia. Here is what Nagorno-Karabakh used to be in Azerbaijan. Right now Azerbaijan took over. Here is Iran, so we don't make a mistake. Here is Turkey. Here is Georgia. Here is Russia with all its Dagestan, Chechnya, and all that. So all this as part of Russia right here. This is Sochi right here, if you can believe that, in this area. So Abkhazia. Now, the only way Armenia can do something with the West is through Turkey. Definitely not through Iran, definitely not through Azerbaijan or through Dagestan. I mean, Khabib is over there, and Khabib will not allow it. Or Islam, what's his name, Makachev or whatever his name is. Anyway, Makachev and Nurmagomedov. Anyway, so MMA fighters, one ex, one current. So here is Georgia, or through Georgia. Georgia. They're going to try to, they gave already Georgia notice, you either do something and you help these guys and help us, you go open a second front, or, we're going to make sure that you're going to have a little 2014 February, March Ukraine. And I covered that earlier. So this is the situation here. Armenia has to make a choice. Azerbaijan reportedly was helped by Israel. Israel gave them some weapons, and supposedly that's why these guys were able to destroy the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh. Armenia will receive supposedly weapons from France. Already talked. Kanalu, Kanale, Kalakapakafale, the foreign minister was over there already, and she promised. It's okay. The Russians were like, all right. So that gets me to the article today, so you understand what's going on. In Spain, there's a little meeting of the Soviet Union, of the European Union, or the Soviet European Union, where Zelensky was invited as well. Azerbaijan refused to show up, and someone else refused to show up, and that is Turkey. So Turkey, right here, Turkey and Armenia, genocide, Babarab, Ataturk, and all that. So Turkey will not help Armenia. I don't know how Al Capone will be able to have Erdogan join the club, I don't know what can promise him. Nuclear weapons, maybe. Then he's going to help Armenia. If Al Capone promises Erdogan less than nuclear weapons, Erdogan will not help. Even if they offer him F-35s, Erdogan will not help. I'm almost certain about that. That's how much. I mean, he doesn't want to be lynched or something, does he? So, Turkey and Azerbaijan snub Europe summit over Karabakh tensions. So, Europe's quest to build a common geopolitical purpose suffered. They tried to influence. They're going to take over the geopolitical purpose. That's the euphemisms here. A new blow on Thursday when Turkey and Azerbaijan skipped a major summit as tension mounted over the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. That's dead. But they want to. They don't want to let it go. 4,000 European leaders from European Union and NATO member states, as well as their neighbors, have gathered in Granada. Beautiful song. Listen to Pavarotti singing it. You can listen to Carreras, Jose Carreras, another tenor. Beautiful, beautiful. But Pavarotti has something else a little bit. Carreras have fantastic. Pavarotti a little bit different. I don't like really Placido Domingo on this one, but anyway. For the third summit on the European political community. But two invitees, Turkey's President Erdogan and his ally, Azerbaijan's leader Ilham Aliyev, failed to turn up, torpedoing efforts to address Europe's latest security crisis, made-up crisis, let's put it this way. Leaders, why? These guys are playing with the small countries as they play with their chicken in the yard. It's time to make a soup. Which one do you want me to cut the head off? That's what it is. Leaders has hoped to host first meeting. Two leaders were anyway. The point is this. I read a few articles. They were supposed to meet I don't know exactly what kind of leader of the European Union, together with the president of Azerbaijan and the president of Armenia. And the president of Azerbaijan said, off, nope. And now Turkey said nope. So that means France has to do something. What do you think it will do? The problem is reality, and this is the reality. This is the worst reality that these guys can have. So I'm expecting big mass movements in Georgia. That's going to be the first step. Mass movements in Georgia, demonstrations, a regime change attempt. That's going to happen before winter. The winters, I don't think, are very cold over there, but I mean, down there in the south by Black Sea, maybe not. But anyway, so I'm assuming they're going to start now. Maybe they're going to be interrupted by December or something and then start over. If they're not all, then they will do whatever. And then it's going to have a crisis, and the good people of the United States will help by sending some military over there for the poor freedom fighters, right? Against the tyrannical government of Georgia, because that's the way we describe them as. And that's the way they are, because we said so. So I think everything is going to explode over there in the next month or so, when Georgia will be the first one. And if Georgia doesn't move, everything dies. So pay attention to Georgia, not Armenia. Armenia can do shit. It's a landlocked country. It has a big lobby, not only in the United States of America, but in other areas. But nevertheless, they're over there. But they have Iran, Turkey, Azerbaijan. The only one is Georgia. Georgia is south of Russia. So if they want to be squeezed again, then they can try. And they will. We'll see. The pressure comes from the game makers, which are Al Capone and its weasels. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.